Desmond Scott involved in a scandal, and the alleged woman, the mystery woman, coming forward to say, listen, look at here, I'm not the mistress, I'm not the one. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So today we are doing a follow-up video on social media couple Kristy and Desmond Scott, because they are in the news once again. We talked about 10 days or so ago about the announcement of the divorce, that it was irreconcilable differences. There was no way that Kristy was taking Desmond back, and so on and so forth. We had also did a video the following day, because then Desmond came out with a statement basically saying, listen, looky here, I asked for a separation. And during that time or whatever else, I allegedly did some things that I am not proud of, right? And then the internet was being weird. Because they were trying to comb through old videos of Kristy and Desmond and trying to place blame on Kristy. And then some people went as far as to allege that Kristy had cheated on Desmond, which she had to come out and say that never happened. That never took place. And so then also there's been content in which Kristy said that she is at the same address, indicating that the big custom house that her and Desmond just built, that allegedly they're still going to be staying there. And then it's weird because Kevin Gates is showing support to Desmond, and Desmond's like eating it up. So it sounds like Desmond's trying to set up shop elsewhere and trying to get his cooking career, back in action and back into the fold. But there's a couple of things we got to talk about, right? We have to talk about, what happened recently, which was Desmond being spotted kissing another woman at the club, and then the alleged woman coming out in response and everything else, and trying to explain away what took place and all of the things. So nonetheless, first we're going to get into the kiss. This is courtesy of the Shade Room and TMZ. TMZ had the footage of this, so we're going to get into that. And then just give some brief comments on that, and then we will next get into the alleged woman in the video. So I did not like this video at all. I felt it was very performative. I felt like Desmond was acting like he has never kissed a woman in a day in his life, and he's finally, free. Like, oh my gosh, I can finally do this and all that. And it's interesting that this was so public, that this was so out in the open, that I feel like this was intentionally out there to, quiet any alleged rumors about Desmond and Desmond's sexuality. And I don't know why people always do that. Why people always, try to do the low-hanging fruit stuff and try to insult people's sexuality or insult people's looks or do things like that. Bottom line, they were together since they were 14. Bottom line, sometimes in those situations, there might be people who've been together since middle school or high school that do happen to work out, and sometimes things do not work out. However, I do think a big part of the reason why they didn't work out is probably the added extra that comes with, trying to, once you bring your family, your marriage into your actual brand, into your actual job, and you bring that onto social media, everybody's got all types of opinions. Yes, you got a lot of supporters, but yes, you got a lot of haters, and you probably got some people who thought that they could pull Desmond and, create their own narratives, like what some people were trying to do it on. Oh, he doesn't look as interested in this video, or he looks checked out in this video. Maybe I can pull him. Maybe I can do this. But to release a statement, you know what I'm saying how you wanted to be separated and you made some decisions that you're not proud of, and then this video comes out as if you're not in the middle of a divorce just being filed. Like this can be used against you. That you are just being so blatant out here. And it's not even just that it's disrespectful to Kristy. It's disrespectful to your kids. It is disrespectful to your kids because you're basically saying, listen, look here, I don't want to even wait till the divorce is final. I don't even want to wait until there is a finalization of the divorce. I'm just going to be out here outside acting like a single man regardless. But what do I always say in these situations? Wait until the divorce is final. Wait until there is a divorce decree. Especially if y'all have been together since y'all were 14. And y'all trying to tell me y'all have never broke up and gotten back together and anything else in that period of time, in that time frame, that y'all always have been together through that whole thing, that y'all didn't have a period of time where y'all broke up, saw other people or whatever else and came back together, or you don't know. But I felt that this was completely unnecessary for Desmond to do, and all it was just showing was that for quite some time, you really did not vocalize at the time when you really were unhappy in the marriage. You waited until the last minute. You waited until the last resort, or probably at the minimum where there was already emotional cheating or something else going on that you were not proud of, and then all of a sudden you wanted to break ties. I refuse to believe that this was just a quick conversation, you know what I'm saying, at the end of last year, and Kristy didn't believe you, so you had to go out and hook up with somebody allegedly for her to file for divorce. I refuse to believe that's what happened. I think there was something else going on, and somebody else is making Desmond think that potentially the grass is greener on the other side, right? And he wanted to come to Kristy with that foolishness and everything else, and she was like, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you're crazy. But I don't believe the timeline in the storytelling of events, and maybe one day Kristy might tell us what the real tea is. Now, the next clip we got to get to is the alleged woman in the video who has come forward to speak her piece. So we are going to get into now what she said and give commentary on that.
I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. I am not the one he cheated with. Everyone involved in the situation knows that it was not me. And let's clear the air right now. I am definitely not transgender. I've always been a girl. I was born a girl. I am a girl. I'm just a girl. I love being a girl. No offense to the transgenders. And why are you guys calling a clearly straight man gay as an insult? I thought that was something we don't do in 2026. I did not call TMZ on myself. All the information that was released about me is public information, and it's listed on my Instagram. They reached out to me the day they were going to release it, saying that they had confirmed who I was and if I wanted to add anything on and make a statement, which is when I told them that I did not know who he was prior and that we had barely met that night. I'm pretty sure when you guys meet someone at a club, you don't interrogate them about who or what their social media status is. We were obviously many drinks in. The vibes were there, as you could tell. They are divorced. The ink is definitely dry. Most of you guys don't actually know these people. I don't have kids. I don't cook. I don't really watch family content. I'm not on that side of TikTok. Also, there's so many fake accounts of me right now and a whole fake relationship. I don't have a boyfriend. This is my only TikTok account. I've also seen so many TikTok stories that said I asked him to buy me a bottle, which is insane work. I would never do that. So I'm gonna get hate regardless if I post a video or not, but I just wanted to clear my name because, again, I am not the woman that he cheated with. Moral of the story, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors, and it should never reach the extent of having death threats to you or your family.
So, first of all, like, regardless if you like or dislike or care or don't care for anybody, whether a celebrity, reality star, or the person down the street, or whoever, sending hate, sending any type of death threats or anything like that is not okay. It's not okay. It's unnecessary. It is absolutely unnecessary. A couple of things. I don't know who the people are who allegedly were calling her transgender, because that's not what this was about to me. also her having to show proof that she was born a female is a little weird. Again, I didn't understand the sexuality comments as it pertained to Desmond and everything else, because you know, people were trying to look for something to say this is the smoking gun that why Kristy and Desmond didn't work, right? Then also as well, her saying, as a matter of fact, if you just met him in the club, how do you know that he's actually divorced and that the ink is dry if we just found out 9 days ago that she just filed for divorce? So unless there was already, you know what I'm saying, a prenup or a postnup in place that got enforced, everything, the assets, everything was already split, everything's already done, that wasn't the vibe that I got. The vibe was the news was brought to us that a divorce had just recently been filed. Not that it was actually, you know, done. Not that there was a finalized divorce decree. I think she's saying this by way of Desmond to make it say, hey, this is not cheating, I'm divorced. But really, if you're not divorced, it still technically is cheating. And it's interesting that she said she wants to make it known she's not the person that he allegedly cheated with. I never thought it was. I never thought it was. I thought it was somebody or somebody's that it was so brazen, it was so disgusting that Kristy had filed for divorce. I didn't think that kissing video was Desmond out with any alleged mistress or entanglement that now that Kristy filed for divorce. In fact, I think it was more so performative on his part to quiet any rumors or suspicions, or to let you know, listen, I've been outside. I've been out here. Please stop trying to put me and Kristy together, or please stop trying to make allegations about my sexuality against me. I feel like that was more of the thing, but I feel like this is turned into a whole nother situation that is flat out disgusting, because what the internet tries to do is try to find out everything about this girl and try to make her the face of the mistress as the demise of their marriage. But I never felt that was the case. But where are the receipts that the divorce was final? Like, I feel like Desmond is very good at gaslighting people and telling people half truths, and people eat it up because they're attracted to him. They're attracted to him, and they want a shot with him. They want Desmond to make some food for them. You know what I'm saying? They want Desmond to chef it up for them. They want to recreate some of the videos that Desmond did with Kristy. like that's what that's about. But nonetheless, you know, I feel like, again, this is not the issue at hand. She doesn't even know who this dude was. You know what I'm saying? She's just randomly, you know what I'm saying, having a good time, a night out or whatever else. She's vibing with somebody. They start kissing. Desmond's making out like he's never made out a day in his life before, like he's a freaking teenager. And obviously somebody wanted this to be on TMZ. Somebody wanted this to get to the blogs to say, hey, any rumors you're saying about Desmond is not true, but you're looking more like cheater, pumpkin eater. And like I said, if that divorce is not finalized, this footage is proof that Desmond is out here just being brazen with it and not giving a crap out here. So nonetheless, that is it. That is all. That's todos es final. Es finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.